Ever found yourself stuck in pull-up purgatory, desperately seeking the answer to the age-old question, what can I do to escalate my pull-up game? It's a riddle that's left many dangling by their fingertips. Today, we're spilling the beans on how to get from 0 to 10 pull-ups fast. Brace yourself for 5 steps that'll take you from pull-up 0 to pull-up hero. Stick around for exercises that'll have you reaching new heights in no time.
This is Metamorphic Fitness.
Before we begin, it's important to understand some basic information about pull-ups. While they may seem simple, there are certain muscles that play a significant role in this exercise that many people tend to overlook. Yes, it's important to work on your back and biceps, but you might not be aware that having a weak core makes it very difficult to do multiple pull-ups. In a study conducted in 2018, researchers examined which muscles were most active during the pull-up exercise. As predicted, the biceps, lats, and the mid and lower traps were very active. The surprising thing was that the rectus abdominis, also known as the six-pack muscle, was more active than the back or biceps. This applied to everyone, even those who couldn't do 10 pull-ups and those who could do more than 10 pull-ups. The researchers discovered that the ABS were the muscles that were most activated, followed by the biceps, lats, and traps. So if you want to get better at pull-ups, it's really important to have a strong core. Now let's get into the steps. Step 1, basic core strength building. This exercise will make your core muscles stronger, which can then help you do pull-ups more easily. And no, doing a lot of crunches may not be the most effective way to improve your strength for pull-ups. When you do a pull-up, your core mainly helps to keep you stable. To improve your pull-up performance, it's recommended to focus on strengthening your abs in a still position. You can achieve this by doing exercises like planks or AB wheel rollouts. I have a growth model that can help you build the necessary core strength for pull-ups. If you can hold each exercise for at least 60 seconds, it's likely that you have enough core strength to do 10 pull-ups. The first type of plank is the kneeling plank, which is good for complete beginners. To do this exercise, rest your elbows on the ground and position yourself in a plank position. Instead of being on your toes, you'll be on your knees. Make sure your upper back, hips, and the back of your knees are all aligned. Now, we will move on to the kneeling side plank exercise. Here, you will lie on your side and use one elbow to support your upper body. First, you need to place one knee on top of the other knee. Then, lift your hips off the ground so that your bottom knee, hip, and shoulder form a straight line. Finally, maintain this position without moving. Once you can do each of those exercises for 60 seconds, you can move on to a regular plank. It will be similar to the plank on your knees, but this time you will be on your toes, keeping your body in a straight line from your heels to your upper back. Next, we will perform the side plank exercise. To do this, we will lift ourselves off the knees and onto our feet, maintaining the same position. Once you are able to hold each position for 60 seconds, you can advance by placing your feet on a raised platform and doing a decline plank. This is similar to a regular plank, but your feet are higher. Lastly, you will end with the long lever posterior pelvic tilt plank. To do this exercise, start in a plank position. Instead of keeping your elbows directly under your shoulders, walk them forward a few steps. While holding the plank, make sure to engage your abs by flexing them. To make it easier, imagine that you are trying to touch your elbows to your feet. This will naturally cause your pelvis to tilt backward. You can perform these exercises after every pull workout. Take a 1-minute break between each 60-second round. It's better to work out your abs at the end of your workout instead of the beginning, because working out your core too much before doing other exercises that need core strength, like pull-ups, makes you perform poorly at those other exercises. You will try to get better at each of these until you can do a long lever posterior pelvic tilt plank for at least 1 minute. Once you reach that point, you will probably have developed enough strength in your core to do 10 pull-ups in a row. If you want to make your core even stronger, you can make your planks more challenging by adding a weight and placing it on top of your hips. Step 2. Use these exercises to strengthen your core even further. In addition to the isometric core exercises, the main exercises you should focus on in the beginning of your pull-up journey are kneeling late pull-downs and dead hangs. Both options are great for building a strong base to improve your pull-up skills. You might be wondering why not do the lat pull-down exercise while sitting instead of kneeling. Regular seated lat pull-downs are often recommended and can unintentionally help improve pull-up strength. The issue is that studies indicate there is only a small connection between how strong someone is in seated lat pull-down exercises and how well they can perform pull-ups. One possible reason for this is that when you do the exercise while sitting, it doesn't engage your core muscles as much as it should. As I just said, having a strong core is important for being good at pull-ups. Surprisingly, the core limiting factor doesn't apply to kneeling lat pull-downs. A study discovered that kneeling lat pull-downs activate the core muscles more than seated lat pull-downs, especially for individuals who struggle to do 10 pull-ups. The researchers discovered that out of all the exercises they tried, the kneeling lat pull-down had muscle activation patterns that were most similar to the regular pull-up. That's why it's a great exercise for making the muscles needed for doing pull-ups stronger. If you find it difficult to do pull-ups, I suggest trying kneeling lat pull-downs. Do this exercise twice a week, doing 5 sets of 10 repetitions each time. As you progress, try to gradually increase the amount of weight you use. After you finish doing 5 sets of kneeling lat pull-downs, take a break for 3 to 5 minutes.
If you're enjoying this video so far, please support us by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. By doing this, you are helping us reach more people to share this amazing information with. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments. We are looking forward to sharing more amazing content with you in the future. Now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the video.
After doing kneeling lat pull-downs, immediately start doing dead hangs. As the name suggests, you just need to hold onto a bar for as long as you can. When you do this exercise, make sure you hold the bar with your palms facing forward and away from your body. This grip will have the greatest impact on how well you can do pull-ups. This exercise will not only help you get better at pull-ups, but it will also improve your grip strength. Having a strong grip is important for doing pull-ups well, especially if you're new to lifting weights. The objective is to perform 3 sets of dead hangs for as long as possible. Ideally, you should aim to gradually increase your ability to hang for at least 40 seconds. Make sure to take a break of at least 3 minutes between each set. Once you can hang for more than 40 seconds, you can move on to doing scapular pull-ups. In this exercise, you will hang from the bar just like before. The only difference is that you will pull your body up without bending your elbows. Doing this small extra movement will make your lower trapezius muscles work more, which will help you get stronger at doing pull-ups. I recommend doing the kneeling lat pull-down exercise along with either dead hangs or scapular pull-ups 2 times a week for at least 3 weeks. Step 3. Do eccentric pull-ups and inverted rows. To do the eccentric pull-up, you need to put a bench either in front of or beside a pull-up bar. To do a pull-up, start by stepping onto the bench and grabbing the pull-up bar. Pull yourself up until your chin is above the bar. Then, step off the bench and lower yourself down slowly. When you reach the bottom, don't attempt to lift yourself back up. Just go back up on the bench and do the same thing again for a few times. We will be doing this exercise for 5 weeks. Our goal is to complete a specific number of repetitions each week. For the first week, try to do 30 repetitions. In the second week, do 40 repetitions. In the third week, do 50 repetitions. By the 5th week, try to aim for 60 repetitions. It is important to make sure you can control the movement and ensure that the lowering phase of the exercise takes around 3 to 4 seconds. You will consider it as 1 repetition. If you lower yourself too quickly, it won't be considered as a repetition. The objective is to attempt to complete as many repetitions consecutively as possible. If you can't lower yourself down slowly for at least 3 seconds, take a break of about 2 minutes before doing your next set. You need to keep going until you complete all the reps required for your workout. We will be doing this activity 2 times a week, as I mentioned before. Additionally, we will also be doing inverted rows afterwards. Inverted rows are a great exercise that helps strengthen the muscles used in pull-ups and also helps you improve your core stability and control. Inverted rows are quite simple. To perform this exercise, start by placing a barbell on a rack. Grab the bar with your hands positioned over it. Step forward until you are directly under the bar. Then, roll your body up until your chest touches the bar. Repeat this movement for the desired number of repetitions. Remember that if you raise the bar higher, the exercise will be easier. and if you lower it, the exercise will be harder. To get the best results, it is recommended to do this exercise 2 times a week. Each time, aim to do 4 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Step 4. Use bands to assist you in pull-ups. It's a good idea to have a few different bands with different levels of resistance, ranging from very easy to very challenging. When you are just beginning, it is recommended to start with the band that is the tightest. When you are able to do 10 repetitions with the current band, switch to the second tightest band for your next workout. Once you are able to do 10 repetitions of that exercise, progress to using the band that is the third tightest, and continue in the same manner. The aim is to do 5 sets of pull-ups with the help of a band, 2 times a week consistently. Your main focus should be on increasing the number of repetitions you can do during the first set of the exercise. For instance, imagine that during your previous workout, you completed 7 repetitions on your first set. This means that next time, you should aim to do at least 8 repetitions. You don't have to keep such a close eye on how well you're doing for your other sets. Instead, just focus on doing as many repetitions as you can. Make sure to take enough rest time between each set to ensure that you can perform at your best and maximize your strength. The amount of time needed can be different for each person, but try to take a break of at least 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Once you can comfortably do 10 repetitions with the lightest resistance band, you can proceed to the next step. Step 5.
Do bodyweight pull-ups.
This step involves gradually building your strength until you can do 10 pull-ups using only your body weight. By now, you should be able to do around 5 to 8 repetitions. Just continue to make progress in the same manner as you did in the previous phase with the resistance band. You're going to attempt an additional repetition in the first set of each of your pull-up workouts until you can successfully complete 10 repetitions. As you do more than 6, 7, or 8 repetitions, you can consider adding resistance by attaching a weight to your body. Simply adding a 10-pound weight can decrease the number of repetitions you can do from 8 to just 4 or 5. However, if you become accustomed to lifting the additional weight, you will become stronger more quickly. As a result, regular bodyweight pull-ups will start to feel easier, which will help you make faster progress towards being able to do 10 repetitions.
For weekly freebies and contest giveaways, make sure you follow the link in the description to Metamorphic Health Weekly, where we send out a wide range of health tips, free recipes, fitness tips, and contest giveaways. Be sure not to miss out. Click the link below for Metamorphic Health Weekly. We hope you enjoyed today's video and would gladly appreciate it if you gave us a like and hit that subscribe button to help support the channel.